What up, guys? It's Matt. Doing a car vlog today. It's been a while since I did one of these. Mostly out of convenience today. So I have guests in the car. She's sitting right behind me, taking my daughter to an appointment. But I did want to basically just do a little Midsummer vlog. So I basically finished up my last full week of clinicals, because next week we have the AARC Summer Forum in town. So Monday we're going to that, and then Tuesday is kind of our last day to actually go to the clinical site. And Wednesday is my case study presentation. So the summer has been a blast. I really enjoyed my clinical side. I really got to do a whole lot, and I learned a whole lot. So that was really, really fun. But now we're looking forward, even past the end of summer, starting into the fall again. We just had our schedule released, and I honestly can't remember if I've mentioned it. We're going hard 5 days a week starting next semester. So we have something going on Monday through Friday every week. I know some people already kind of do a schedule like that. For us, it's a first. So Mondays and Tuesdays is our clinic day. I got the night shift rotation, so it's more like an evening to night. So Mondays and Tuesdays, 8 hours, 2 to 10. And I'm back at the big university level 1 trauma center that I was at last semester. For the first 8 weeks, we have not released a clinical schedule for the second 8 weeks. It is our official adult critical care rotation. So naturally that means that the lecture we're going to be involved in is going to be all critical care related. And we will be spending basically most of our time in what I imagine would be the ED and the ICU. So Wednesdays, I actually have my labs. So I actually only have 2 classes next semester. So Wednesday, I have 2 labs for each of the classes, and so Thursday and Friday are the 2 lecture days. And so it's advanced critical care therapeutics and advanced assessment and monitoring. So I'm getting pretty excited to really to get into that stuff. We had a lot of ICU exposure, both in the med-surg ICU as well as the cardiovascular ICU this summer, and it's just really neat to see. We had the opportunity to see some people come through an ICU and then get downgraded and discharged, and that's always really fulfilling. The summer there were moments this summer that it kind of had that clicking moment for I knew I wanted to be an RT, and some of the experiences this summer really fulfilled that thought process. Like I experienced it. So I'm really excited about that. I still do have ACLS coming in July. I think it's like the 3rd week of July. We actually do a full week. Our instructors just want to make sure that we are fully prepared. I know normally it's only like a day or 2-day class that includes the mega code. So we're doing a full 4 days of lecture and practice for ACLS, and then Friday is the day we go for our big sims and mega code and stuff. So and we'll talk more about that, I guess, as the time comes. So while I have you guys here, something else to talk about. So I had mentioned before, I had the opportunity to participate in the incoming classes orientation, and so I had also kind of mentioned, so my orientation, when the soon-to-be second-year students came to talk to us to do kind of open Q&A. Like a lot of them came. They said, oh, whoever wants to come can come, and literally like there were like 15 people at least up in front of the class, and it really wasn't effective because that's a ton of people for a limited time slot to kind of talk about, because like you can ask questions all day, and any one of those people is likely capable of answering it, or at least giving their perspective. And but that's just a lot of people basically standing up there for that type of thing. So this time he only wanted a handful, and so there were only 4 of us up there, and I was one of them. And so basically we had a reasonable representation. We had the president of our RT club, we had me, and we also did have one student who's doing a dual enrollment with a bachelor's of science for RT program that our school kind of works with. So we had a really good group of people up there to answer questions, and a wide variety of experience inside and outside of the program. So and basically we just fielded questions. So it was a crowded room. Our room has a maximum capacity as far as seats for students at 32 students. There was originally 40 who had applied for this semester, which actually meant that 8 were waitlisted, which is the first time, I believe, in the history of our program that had ever been a waitlist. At least, from what our director said, it was the first time that since he's been director of the program, which has been a long time, that they've ever had a waitlist. So that's really cool. That tells me RT is being promoted fairly well. 36 actually showed up, which meant 4 people, whether they were the waitlisted people or not, decided not to come to orientation, so they are no longer viable options to come to the program. Which again is, we had people who actually showed up to our orientation and didn't show up to the first day of class. So, or just didn't pay for the registration. Is, things come up, people make decisions, people change their minds, and that's okay. That's why we do orientation kind of far ahead from the start of classes. And the group asked a lot of really good questions. So it was neat to be up there and to represent, not just my class, but my position and my perspective of the field. And it was really neat. It was really fun to talk about it. I run a channel here, and I really don't mind. I know right now I'm just talking to a camera, but then it goes out to all of you guys, where the audience is virtually limitless in potential. So I really don't have a problem speaking. Wasn't nervous at all, and it's just neat to get out there and not only give your perspective, but then like I said, field those questions and give them an idea, because a lot of the questions you get are about clinicals. That's what a lot of people ask about. Not so much about, yes, like there's a question about how much do you